Praise the Lord, everybody. This is the power of S.H.E. Saved, holy, and excellent. We are so excited to be with you once again. As you know, the power of S.H.E stands for the saved, the holy, and the excellent. And we want to make sure that everyone is saved, holy, and God wants us to live with excellence. He wants us to do things great and powerful for the kingdom. We have a very exciting segment on today. We have an exciting guest on today, all the way from Raleigh. Knightdale. We have Prophet Elder Troy Suggs. And what's exciting, of course, he's saved. That's exciting, but he has written 3 books. And for those of you who have been concerned about writing a book, you did not know how to get started, we want to let you know that you can write the book. So he's going to give us some excellent information on today. First, I want to make some announcements. As you know, we come to you from Rocky Mount, North Carolina, Love Life Prophetic Ministry, where I am the pastor, Pastor Lorraine. We are located at 601 North Fairview Road. We have services on Sundays at 10 a.m. Also, do not forget to visit us on the Power of S.H.E on Mondays at 4 and at 6, and Donnie R. Wilkes Ministries on Sundays at 11:30, and also again at Mondays at 8 p.m. What an exciting time to be saved.
Amen.
So we're going to go ahead and welcome our special guest on today, Elder Troy Suggs. How are you today?
I'm doing well, Pastor Wilkes. I pray you are. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Yes. I am so excited to have you here. So excited. Your wife is here today.
Absolutely.
So how you doing, First Lady? So excited to have you here today. You know what? A lot of people want to write a book.
Yes.
Trying to write a book, nervous about writing a book, and they do not know what to do. But we want to let them know that they can do it.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
They can do it. I'm working on my book. It'll be out soon.
Okay.
But we're here to talk about you today.
Yes.
First of all, were you born in North Carolina?
I was born actually in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Really?
Yes. My parents moved to North Carolina at a very early age. And I actually went to school. I was telling your overseer, your husband, that I went to school in Leggett, North Carolina. North Edgecombe. Is where I graduated from. And so, and it was history since God, I did the college thing, and so, but it's always a blessing to come back down east around family and the country, if you will. So I just thank God.
So you're familiar with this area?
Oh, absolutely. We're in Oakwood, I think it's Oakwood.
You know what? I'm from New York, but I've been here for about 20 years, but I sure couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you.
It's called Oakwood.
Is it Oakwood? Okay. Praise God.
Amen.
We got some help over here. Oh, and you're married?
I'm married. My wife is here, actually. We've been married for 24 years.
Oh my God, that's a blessing by itself.
Yes,
that's a whole show right there.
Absolutely. And going on 25, but we dated 8 years.
Oh, that's beautiful.
8 years prior to getting married.
Okay,
so
wonderful.
She wants credit for the other 8, so she gets upset with me when I leave the 8 out.
Well, you're going to have to give her that credit.
Yeah, she got it. She earns it now.
Okay, because I'm with the wife. You're going to have to give her.
Yes.
And you have children?
We have one son who's 22 years of age, 22 years old, and he's doing well now. He's coming along, going through his trials or whatever.
Good.
But he's finding himself, and I think it's finally starting to click with him.
Yeah,
with what we've instilled in him.
At 22.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Hopefully it clicks, but sometimes it take a little longer.
Right.
But they get there with good godly parents. They do get there.
Amen.
Good.
Amen.
You two seem like some wonderful, wonderful
you.
people. And I'm just excited to meet you.
Amen.
I've been watching you on social media. Sometimes you can watch people on social media because the real them kind of come out. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
The real them, and sometimes some foolishness come out.
Yeah, that's right.
But I've been watching you, and I've been so motivated and impressed by your ministry. You have a ministry in Raleigh. Is it in Raleigh or Knightdale?
It's in Raleigh. The ministry is in Raleigh.
Okay.
Yes, Life Resurrection Church.
Okay.
And right now we're in the Wingate Hotel in Raleigh, off Capitol Boulevard.
Right.
Is where we are now. We do a lot of evangelism work.
Awesome.
And that's why I was telling the overseer that God has commissioned us to go into like the highways and byways.
Awesome.
'Cause we have many pastors, we have many teachers, we even have a lot of prophets. But the harvest is plenty, but the laborers are few.
Absolutely.
So we really have to get outside the four walls and go and get the people.
We have to. This day and time, a lot of people are not coming in.
Yeah.
I found that like on Sundays when we have service, there are more people on live than we have sometimes in the congregation, because a lot of people don't want to go into the building, but there are different avenues whereas they can have ministry. So I find that exciting. So what times do you have service?
Well, right now, we don't do the traditional Sunday services. We do our services on first and third Tuesdays of the month.
All right.
And so when we're not Sundays, I actually we fellowship with my brother at his church in Kinley, North Carolina.
Right.
And so, which was really exciting, because, you know, here's the thing, Miss Wilkes. When God gave me this vision, I knew a lot of people would not understand it. I knew that, because it's way outside the box. And but as it began to grow, and I began to see the vision for myself, I said, okay, God, so okay, Lord, wherever you lead us, I'll go. And so what you're seeing on social media is him just leading us.
Wow.
That's what you're
That's
seeing.
awesome. That's awesome. I'm excited about that, because we need some out-of-the-box ministry, because there's so many people bound in ministry. We need some out-of-the-box ministry. But we want to talk about your books on today. Also, for that person that said, oh, I have some things that have happened in my life, and I've been trying to write a book. I don't know how to get started in writing a book. What should I do? Because you have 3 books here. You have written 3. And some people are having a hard time getting to their first one. So you have 3. And the name of these this one is called Two Voices.
Yes, ma'am.
And you know what? We're going to give away a book today. But I'm going to tell you what the name of the 3 books are. But for the first person that says what the 3 names are, and we're going to put your name in the hat, and you'll be the person to win it, and we'll mail it out to you. So this is Two Voices, Man in the Mirror. That sounds like an exciting topic right there. Man in the mirror. We all need to look at that man in the mirror. And this one is A Reason to Be. Oh my God. I don't know what this one is about, because I haven't read any of the books yet. I plan to read them, but A Reason to Be. That sounds like some of a lot of people's problem. They don't know who they are. They don't know why they're here. And they don't know why the reason that they should be. Oh, that'll preach all by itself.
You're in there.
That's exciting right there. So how did you get started writing?
Well, it was for me, I had never even planned on being an author. I never even liked writing like that. But here's the thing is, I was outside mowing the lawn one day, and I looked in the sky, and true story, and I saw the word Two Voices in the cloud.
Wow.
And that's what I said. And so as I saw it and I looked, it just faded away. And I heard God's voice say, just write. Well, wait a minute. I'm still stunned by what I saw, not alone to my writing. What am I to write? And so I never forget, some time passed. And I remember sitting down and saying, okay, God, if you want me to write, then you write through me. And that's what ended up happening.
That's good.
That's what.
So what is this one, briefly, what is the Two Voices about?
Two Voices is about of course, when God speaks a thing to us, the people of God, the enemy has a voice too. So he always try to say something contrary to what God is saying.
That's good. That's good.
And this book is predicated to various situations that I was personally in. That when God spoke and wanted me to do something, how the enemy was counteracting what God had said. But the minute I was able to get out of myself and listen to God, the supernatural things that happened when I was able to get out of myself.
This is good.
And hence, that's how Two Voices.
Well, somebody may want to get this Two Voices, because you know sometimes we have 2 voices in our head.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, actually we have 3. Our voice, God's voice, and the devil's voice. And we have to decide which voice we're going to listen to. This is, oh my God.
Yes.
Okay, you know what, I don't know which one I'm going to read. And briefly, The Man in the Mirror?
Man in the Mirror. Okay, this Man in the Mirror came out, it's basically, if you were to, real quick, nutshell, if you take a selfie, and the selfie's just going to catch what the outer appearance. But if you took a selfie and it caught what was in your heart, would you be quick to take that selfie and share it with everybody?
Wow.
So what Man in the Mirror does is it allows us to examine what's in our heart. And I was in Puerto Rico when God gave me this. This book did so good across the country. People ask me, when are you going to write another book? Well, really, I didn't write this one. So now I need to go back to God and seek direction. I'll never forget. My wife and I was in Puerto Rico, and God gave me Man in the Mirror. And when I got, matter of fact, I think I started writing there. But when I got back to the States, I really began to get on it, because God set the time frame for me to do it.
This is
and
awesome.
Hence, that's Man in the Mirror.
You know what? I like what he said. He said if he took a selfie,
Yeah. Yes.
the selfie takes the outward appearance,
That's right.
but if that selfie really showed what was on the inside, would
Yeah.
you take?
Would you really take the selfie
Good.
and post it on Facebook or Instagram if it caught the
good.
contents of your heart? Many people wouldn't do that because right now, I kind of do it myself. I'll take several selfies and whichever one I think look the best, that's the one I'll post.
Right.
But that's just the outer appearance.
That's
You
just,
can't do that if it catches the heart. What's there is what's there.
That's just what you want people to see.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, you know how they have it when the preacher preaches so good you want to hit him?
Oh, yeah.
I ain't gonna hit you,
Oh.
but that's what I feel like doing.
All right.
This is good. A reason to be. My God,
Okay.
briefly, before I tell you what I'm thinking.
A reason to be. You kind of hit it out the park. I had already written. This is a collaboration, anthology. It's myself and 9 other different authors. The author, the lead author, matter of fact, she lives down in Rocky Mountain. Tilda Whitaker.
Yeah, I know her.
Yeah.
Hey, Tilda.
She actually pulled 10 male authors together, me being one of them. When she called me, I had already written my chapter because God had already told me what to write. Not even know. I'm thinking it was for another book.
Right.
But and I couldn't understand why I could not write anymore. I'm stuck. It wasn't for a whole book. It was just for this chapter in this
That's
book.
good. That's
So when she called me to be a part of this, I already had my chapter written.
That's good. Wow.
And it basically talks about, people finding their life's purpose. I mean, and my chapter is based on once you're in purpose. Because you can find purpose, but can you stay in purpose? That's where my chapter comes in.
Messing up the camera
Yeah,
person.
yeah. A lot of people,
Yeah.
they gave their testimonies and all that good stuff, great nuggets. But once you get in purpose, can you stay in purpose? That's where my chapter comes in.
We're gonna have to do a revival together.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So for the person that's sitting at home and they're saying, I have a book in me, I know the Lord put a book in me. How do I get started? Because when you said just right, I've joined this group that says just right.
Okay, wow.
And my coach has taught me just to write. Just go ahead and put it down. Don't worry about the editing. Don't worry
Right,
about
that's
how
right.
it's done. Just write. What would you say to somebody who was saying, I know I have a book. I know I have several books, but you said you didn't know how to write. What would you suggest to them?
You know what? What my suggestion would be is because I had to seek God. Each one of these projects, I call them projects. God, I had to seek the Lord. At one point, when I guess had writer's block, I said, "Okay, God, if you want me to finish, I think it was number 1 or number 2. I can't remember. Then you have to give me the space to." It was some nights I stayed up all night writing. Because God has supernaturally given me the provision to stay up all night writing. My wife would go to work, I would still be writing.
Wow.
She'd be like, "You been up all night writing?" So I would say, seek God first. Get His authority, get His approval on what you're trying to present. If He wants you to write and that's His approval is on it, it's going to flourish. It's going to go where He wants it to go. So, because we can't get ahead of Him. We can want to write, but if that's not what He wants you to do, then you're going to be limited in where it can go.
That's amazing because the book that I'm writing on is called Forever Home. It took me about 10, 15 years actually to get up the courage to write it because it's about my childhood and some of the things that happened in my childhood. So it took me the courage and praying. But like you said, when it's the right time, the Lord will say, it's the right time, go ahead and write.
That's right.
So that's good. God will give you the timing, is what you're saying. God will give you the timing on when to write the book. So are you saying that God was your inspiration for the book, or what was your...
There was no way possible that I could have did any of this without Him. I mean, it just wasn't humanly possible because the strength, the endurance that He gave me, the contents that's in here, in all 3 of these, I could not have done it without Him. And that's